And when it comes to seed, don't skimp on the price. Generally speaking, the more expensive the seed, the better quality that you're getting. And that comes back to production, because these are growing out in farm fields. We have farmers that are raising grass seed, and generally speaking, the more elite, better varieties just tend to produce less seed, so they're getting less yield off those fields, where some of the varieties that just they don't perform that well in a home lawn, maybe the color is off or their vigor is not quite there, they tend to produce more seed. So they tend to be cheaper. So when you're looking at it in the store, look for the more expensive seed, but also check that label too. You'll see a listing of the grass species, and they should have a variety name that is listed on there too. Sometimes you will see 3 letters, and they are VNS, which stands for variety not stated. And there's 2 reasons that a company is going to put that on their label. Number 1, they don't know what variety it is, or 2, they're embarrassed by the variety and they don't want to list it. So when you see VNS, don't buy it, because it is not a good sign of quality seed. So you should always have a variety listed on there. So again, the more expensive, the better. In terms of species to plant, if you're looking for a lower maintenance lawn in general, the fine fescues, which are composed of 5 species, tend to take a little bit less water, a little less fertilizer, and they get their general name because they have a very narrow leaf blade, almost like a hair-like leaf blade. Kentucky bluegrass does well around here. In general, it takes a bit more water, a bit more fertilizer. It has a little wider grass blade on there. But again, the fine fescues do well. Kentucky bluegrass does well. I would avoid too much perennial ryegrass.
Okay.
It does okay, but of our cool season grasses, it has the least amount of winter hardiness.
I see. You got a good brand in mind, one that really sticks out in your opinion? Or
no brands in mind, but again, just look at the cost. And again, generally speaking, the more money that you're paying per pound, the better seed you're getting. And I would also caution too, when you're looking at that label, if you see any type of seed coating, they'll list the amount of inert matter or inert material on there. If it's 50% or more, I would avoid it. Some companies will put a seed coating on there that's going to help with supposedly with water management. Generally speaking, the seed coatings aren't going to do you much good when it comes to turf grass. So I would avoid paying a lot of money when you're not getting seed.
Okay.